My story goes back, it starts on December 23rd of 2021. I had the most horrific earache I have ever had in my entire life. The next day, I got up and my ear was all plugged up. I couldn't hear very well out of it. It was all plugged up. I mean, something was not right. But I decided I was just going to let it be and see if it would take care of itself. Well, it did not go away. I waited another week or so, and then I went to an ENT. And they said that my eardrum was ready to burst and that I really needed to have a tube put in it. So they put a tube in my ear, and then I was going to go back to them again in another month or so to see how things were going. In that time, that's when my tinnitus started. And it was loud, and it was shrilling, and it was just nonstop. So I started Googling what I could learn about tinnitus, and everything I read, it would say, there's no cure, there's no help, watch your diet, do this, do that. And I was feeling pretty defeated. And then I ended up on the American Tinnitus Association's website, which gave me a lot of information. And it talked about tinnitus retraining therapy. And so I found that very intriguing. So at that point, I started reading more, and I thought, well, I need to find out how I can find somebody who does this tinnitus retraining therapy in Iowa. And that's where I found Hope. And so I wanted to schedule an appointment right away. It was just like, and I knew just going through the website that this was the place I needed to be. So Serena said, unfortunately, because I had a tube put in my ear at the ENT office, that I had to wait 90 days in order for them to get a really accurate audiogram. So unfortunately, that was the way that it needed to be. So I waited my 90 days, and then I finally, and I kid you not, I was counting down the days. And I really got to meet some of the most amazing people here. I got to have the most amazing doctor in Dr. Becky, because she is fabulous. And we did a lot. She did a lot of, examining. And, tinnitus was a big portion of my problem. But remember, my ear's still plugged up. So I'm really struggling. Did the audiogram, and then we went into her office and we did, she said, I know you told your story to Serena, and I know that you wrote the story when you submitted it to us over online through the website, but she said, now I would like to hear your story. She put a hearing aid in my ear as I was telling her my story, and immediately my plugged feeling in my ear was gone. I started to cry. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've been to 3 doctors. They all told me there was nothing that they could do for it. And all of a sudden, she puts this hearing aid in my ear. She does her adjustments, what she needs to do for the problem that I have with my frequency. And it was like, oh my gosh, my ear is no longer plugged. To me, it was a miracle. And it was forever, I am forever grateful. And so that was in April, the latter part of April, and now it is, the latter part of July, and I really have, not that I don't ever have tinnitus, because I still have little bits of it, but I hear it far less than when I do hear it. And I'm only 3 months into the program, and it really takes 2 years. So this is just 3 months worth. And I cannot begin to tell you how it has helped. It has helped. So my plugged ears been helped, my tinnitus has been helped, and my hearing has been helped. So I don't even know how to, I can't even show my gratitude enough of how fabulous this place has been for me. I think that people should really come to Hope first before maybe going to all of the other avenues that you would find typical to go to for your ear, because I waited too long and I went to all these other doctors, ended up with tubes in my ears that I didn't need. And if I would have gone to her first, I think I could have saved myself a lot of time and a lot of anxiety. the kindness, the thoughtfulness, the truly, truly caring about you. And I know that's how she feels about me as her patient, but I know she feels like that about every single one of her patients. I mean, she just cares, and they all do. I mean, it just doesn't get any better. It just does not get any better.